Spark a conversation, verbal elation, stimulation, education. This is Menage with the MaryJayneMaven. When we on the air, it's always a lituation. Might talk about some litigation, might talk about some immigration, might talk about some politics, but never talking nonsense. Yes, we on in the slide. Watch and listen, it's a vibe. Watch it while you getting high, or you can listen while you drive. Just don't forget to subscribe.
Roll up. Trying to get high.
Welcome to Menage with the MaryJayneMaven podcast with your host, the MaryJayneMaven. I am the producer, the hubby. Follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Show us some love and click that subscribe button now. Don't forget to click the bell so you get notifications and click the like button on the videos.
And now, your host.
When you put something out in the universe, you're not. If it doesn't, if you don't happen, it's going to somebody else.
It's
so
already
hey,
happening.
look, right, for sure. But this all kind of leads very well into. I just want you to kind of tell us about what qualified you first and foremost, if you don't mind. Explaining kind of the different qualification aspects. What qualified you? What motivated you to go and apply, and what your goals are? Just kind of tell us your story with this program. Inspire others out there.
Oh, definitely. I'm sorry that the blunt's kicking in. What was the first thing?
No, it's cool. So I want you to just tell us your story. You can tell us in any way possible. So first and foremost, because I want people to know.
Introduce your shit.
Yes, right. So I'm gonna tell people really quickly.
Where I'm from,
Yeah.
how I'm eligible.
Exactly. What motivated
I
you?
got you.
Yeah. I'm
So-
sure that your sister was probably part of that motivation there. She seems like your biggest cheerleader.
Mentor.
Nice. Hey. Love it.
Yeah,
True.
So I grew up here in South Sacramento,
Okay.
Meadowview area.
Okay.
Hey, shout out.
21st, Matson Drive.
Okay, we get big shout out.
R.I.P.
I'm over here like Elk Grove, Laguna.
But I've been in this community, and I've always been business oriented and focused. I kind of thought differently always as a kid, driving by and seeing businesses and billboards. Always thought, oh, what could be better suited there, or things like that. And I was, unfortunate, but it happens to be fortunate right now that, I came from a kind of a disadvantaged background, low income, struggled a bit, moved around, and actually about all 10 of those zip codes almost.
Okay.
So, it's been a whirlwind on the way to here. And actually how I got into the industry, a little bit about just that, I slipped through the cracks here, got really, really blessed and fortunate to work at Two Rivers and Green Solutions and Zen Gardens Wellness when that was actually just starting out, and I actually worked there the grand opening day that kind of started working. So that was really
Raven?
fun. No.
From Zen Garden?
No, I only worked there for about 3 weeks, but they're one of those three. I mainly was at Green Solutions with my guy Forrest over there. He's a wonderful guy. But,
Shout out to Zen Garden, which is now Dr. Green Thumbs, but yeah.
Oh yes.
It's nice too. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to show up.
You definitely have to visit. It's very nice.
And then from that opportunity, which was really at the sale of cannabis, I got really fortunate enough to go work at a cultivation center. Cultivating, also doing processing, which is trimming and all of that.
Did that last summer. Stuffing pre-rolls and all that.
Right.
So much fun.
Yeah, you can make it back, get a little achy at times, but it's the payouts so lovely.
Right.
But and then
And a fun environment too.
Yes.
And you're working with weed
And
all day.
Weed,
All day.
high people.
Yes. So did that kind of start to pique your interest in that avenue?
It did.
Okay.
I started to see where the space was, where it was going. I was still kind of skeptical because of the laws around and regulations.
Yep.
Not because I didn't think that they were going to change, just because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. And I seen a lot of luckily enough, I could see a lot of these other people who use their money to try to get in the industry, and I seen that they weren't having success. And these were multimillionaires that couldn't get in this industry. And that started to pique my interest. And I went to to run someone's a delivery location. That's really what changed my life.
Okay.
I got a managing job, really wearing all of the hats. I was hiring people, doing the payroll, doing the
Love that.
doing
Look
the
at
vending,
you.
doing everything out of his living room and garage, actually, for a person
that's dope.
staff, doing pretty good numbers. And I realized, why am I doing this and risking my kind of freedom doing this outside this guy's house when I might as well be running my own?
That's
And
very legit.
and
Yep.
before I left, actually, I did help him out. I actually helped him get temporary licensed before the core program even started. So I've been
Wow.
kind of really doing my own
Okay.
research for the past 4 years on the regulation side. But when the core program, the language for that first came out into regulation, I was actually at that city hall meeting, like, when they
Nice.
first announced that, because that was my ticket into really my dream. This is,
That's the
I
golden
really,
ticket.
you're right. I always wake up and think, man, this opportunity, like, is this just for me? Like, it's so surreal to
For anybody
Oh, man,
wanting to
this-
get in the cannabis industry, if they didn't jump at this opportunity, it's kind of like just wasting,
Yes.
the opportunity, definitely.
But once again, people are
they have to understand.
fearful.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
and I
And
was
that's what I'm
fearful as well.
saying.
yes,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
the
a
verbiage,
process.
the
It's a
verbiage
process.
when you research is not the
feeling.
easiest to digest.
right.
And I think that
It's
is
a
kind of on
lot.
purpose. That's a
It-
different.
in that
Sure.
one,
That's
a
that's
different
one thing.
episode.
It is.
Yeah,
There-
There's
it's
a lot of
different-
discouragement going
Yes.
around because of competition and just people being jealous of the opportunity that really this core program and going through the Sacramento Grow Green. We have. I can't downplay this enough. My sister and I cannot downplay this enough. We are the most important and powerful people at this time.
Yes.
no,
Yes.
you ain't lying.
Yes.
That's just that's 100% honest. We
Yes.
have
Yes.
access to this industry where, like I said, multimillionaires have been trying for the last 4 years to get in this industry.
Yep.
They do not have a license. They will not have a license until we up here all get our licenses.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I mean, hey.
So look,
real.
they're holding licenses for y'all if you do it right.
Right, it's in the funding,
If
yes.
you're about it, just
Yeah.
Build your
Yeah.
team up. You really have to do the homework. That's it's learning and learning. You have to learn accounting, learn
Yes.
everything from the ground up, learn how to run a business.
Right.
Learn everything outside of that. Learn about the business, and this program will actually help you do all of that. They'll put you in the right situation. Say you want to learn how to be a cultivator, manufacturer, a distributor. They'll put you in those licensed places right now. You could shadow those individuals.
That's awesome. See, I didn't
and,
know that.
learn
Okay.
that experience that way, because that's really hard as well. I was fortunate to get that experience and get in the industry. I probably wouldn't be this far if I didn't. So just having that experience, and starting off, you don't have to create a job in this industry. I'm actually going to need a lot of workforce through the core program as well. There's going to be a lot of core companies that are going to be sourcing from the Sacramento Grow Green program to utilize the workforce and employees, associates that we need.
That's
which should
fantastic.
benefit the entire community. And while you're helping me build my brand, I'm going to help you build yourself up so you can
Help
go do
me
whatever
help
you
you.
want to
There
go
we
do.
go. There we go.
'Cause, if you want to be a delivery operator, then I want you to come get the experience with me. Also be able to go do that on your own. There's I don't really like when people think there's competition here in Sacramento. It's not competition.
There's
It's
so
here.
much
competition.
weed.
everybody.
There's
just
so
works
much.
together.
There's so much weed and so many people that
Everybody.
need to
There's
deliver
enough
or
for
need
everybody.
anything
Check
else.
weed maps every day and see that competition drop.
Right?
There's
Oh.
80% less
Real talk.
competition today
Real talk.
than there was last year today. So the saturation is going away.
Yeah.
This January 1st,
Yeah.
2020 deadline, a lot of these operating businesses that are currently operating here legally, partially, they're actually going to not make that deadline. I talk with representatives over at the city of cannabis management of the city of Sacramento.
Okay.
And try to just get try to see, hey, is anybody turning in building permits? Is there any progress done? Just so I could know the competition that's
Yeah.
out there and
Exactly.
see, and
You're
there's-
smart as hell. That's what it is.
you gotta do your due
You're
diligence.
on it,
that's
man.
that's
you have
the
to stick
yes.
on it. Do
That's
your
the-
due diligence.
Yes.
I
Yes.
love
man.
that.
You're
I
smart
love
man.
that.
That's how you stay ahead of the curve. Really.
So-
Those-
Stay ahead
So
of
80%, you say?
Yeah.
Less competition.
I mean, it's true.
than
I don't
this
use
time
weed.
last year.
Yeah, I don't use
I
weed
like
maps a
those
lot
numbers.
Yes.
because
And
I don't.
And I could say that too because I actually was operating on weed maps. Out kind of my basement a little bit
Okay.
too. So
Okay. So
But,
yeah. Okay.
yeah, so I
and you
definitely
see,
do.
you look one day and it's this company. Let's just say XYZ.
Right.
Trees or whatever, and then you go back to look for that same deal and they're not there anymore. So that's very true. It's sad but true.
Just
But
to
the way to
kinda give
stop
you
that
the-
is like you said, your due diligence, doing your work, taking
So-
advantage of the opportunities. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
I was just gonna kind of give like kind of a little bit of hard numbers. So there's over about 250 applications in currently. There's only 16 licensed delivery annually here in the city of Sacramento and from the state of California. Those 50 operating, like I said, have that deadline, and it's only looking about probably like 4 of those are going to get passed.
Wow.
So think about there's only about 20. There's about 200 applications, and there's over 150 currently operating. That's gonna go down
Yeah.
as soon as
Wow.
January 1st hits. You know,
And
it's
it's going to be reduced by technicalities.
Yeah.
So.
yes.
Wow. So what is, how long is the program? And then what is your goal now? What's your next step?
The program is 4 weeks.
Okay.
For a very, very comprehensive week.
I was gonna say
they
that
throw a lot at you.
Has to be, yeah.
But that's what's the wonderful thing about working really one-on-one with Brandon and Wes over there is whatever stage that you're at, they'll definitely make sure that you fully understand what you need to get to that next step, whatever that may
Okay.
be for you.
Okay.
Nice.
It's different for everyone.
Yes, different strokes for different folks, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
It's not
Okay.
one shoe fits all. And my goal is currently in cannabis. I would love to be a vertical operator, a multi-state licensed operator as well. And,
Nice.
Smart.
yeah, really grow. And I really want to commit to uplifting the core program because of the opportunity that I know it's going to give myself
Yes.
and other individuals.
Yeah, yeah.
And I really see myself as a person that could go vertical and help as many individuals with equity. My sister, that's one thing in all of our businesses that we have in mind is
Okay.
ownership for our associates. We need to make sure our employees have some
Yes,
skin in the
yes,
game. We need to
yes.
make
We
sure
gotta-
that they know how to invest and know what ownership is.
Yes.
And there's enough. One thing we're starting to find out from pitch days we're having is, the money is there, and a lot of people they don't think that it's there, and it could get spread around. There's
Yeah.
so much that can
Yeah.
come in, and as long as you're not greedy, which we're not profiteers. Profiteers are important, obviously, but if this is cannabis.
Yes.
This
And
is,
so
profits are
lifestyle.
coming.
Yes. And there's so many
Yes.
things
But
that
there's
it
going to be
benefits.
responsibility within the community because it
yes.
is a community. So
Yes.
certain behaviors, are being written right now just for us as a community as we speak, as we talk about it, what we're setting up. You're going to have an expectation of like attitude, not just the compliance with the licensing, but being like you guys are talking about sharing. Being inclusive, that's a part of it. So you're going to people's businesses will be held accountable to how are you with the community? It's like
Well, I think
Yeah.
saying that and just off jump, sitting here and hearing you speak, for you to say you're introvert, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Because you speak very well, but it's, it's because you're passionate about it. So that passion
See,
helps you
that's-
to do that.
yes,
So
yes,
It
that's
definitely
honestly
Yeah.
shows
what
in
it
your
is.
voice.
Yes.
You can hear
So-
The passion just
It drives.
yeah,
It
and I
takes
get I
over.
get
It
chills
takes
because that's the
over.
same way that I feel, about the industry and when I speak about it. So I can't wait to continue to see you, on your journey. I feel blessed to have met you, and he will definitely be a guest again, because he has a lot of information, and I think that he
Pass the
delivers it in a
test.
great way.
Hey.
Yes, yes. So I'm so very